Hollywood prepares for CGI sex scenes to prevent the coronavirus transmission. And the FDA just approved a video game for treating kids with ADHD. And Indian women are worshiping the goddess coronavirus. These are the weird stories for Wednesday on Weird AF News. I'm your host, Jonesy. This is the only daily weird news podcast hosted by a comedian that records in a closet. Let's do it.
Hey, mainstream news. Listen to Weird AF News with Jonesy.
Hollywood prepares for CGI sex scenes in order to prevent coronavirus transmission. Well, as you know, the pandemic is completely changing the way everything's happening, including possibly sex scenes filmed in Hollywood. According to the media, when California studios are reopening, which is this Friday, by the way, producers are going to rethink close contact moments in order to avoid transmission between the actors. A document from the Film Editors Association reveals that these moments, these close contact moments, including sex scenes and kissing scenes and other intimate moments, must be either rewritten, abandoned, or produced in CGI. Oh, how are you going to get rid of kissing scenes? What are you going to replace kissing scenes with? It seems strange to me. I'm not anti-CGI sex scene. I mean, you can make many enhancements in CGI. You can make the actors look way hotter than they are in real life with CGI, right? Give them all six-packs and perfect asses. I mean, why not? If I'm doing an on-screen sex scene, I want my ass CGI'd. I want a perfect ass. Just replace my ass with a great ass. Give me an 8-pack. This is weird stuff here. Replacing all contact, really? Actors won't even be able to touch each other at all? This seems weird. Why don't you just wait to shoot then when all this has gone away? I don't want to see some half-assed sex scenes and kissing scenes, no pun intended. Half-assed kissing scenes? Hey. Now, why don't they just test the actors for COVID the day before they shoot the scene? And then, have them quarantine in a hotel that evening or whatever. And that way you ensure that neither of them have it. And then you let them do the scene, whatever it might be, whether it's hugging or kissing or whatever the hell it is. I don't understand why you got to remove all kissing and intimacy. That's not going to be fun to watch whatsoever. It's not. Or why don't you just wait until this all blows over and then shoot real people in front of the camera? Meanwhile, let's just do animation. That's the safest thing to make right now is animation. You have actors come in, they're in a sound booth, they're alone, you use their voices only, they don't have to touch anybody, they don't have to be in the room with another actor, yada yada, if that's what you're concerned with. I mean, why do we gotta bring it all back right now then? What is wrong with waiting? I don't understand it. It's not like we don't have anything to watch. I'm so behind on watching shit. I don't need new shows to binge. Okay, I'm so behind. And am I alone here? Are you guys starving for more content? Are you? Let me know. I mean, I'm curious. I really am. And are you okay with all the content having zero love scenes, zero close combat fighting scenes? I'm sure there'll be a little bit of that, but you're going to see a decrease in these things for sure. It's very expensive to make things in CGI. So you're going to see them cut down on all that stuff. Maybe I'm out of my mind here. I don't know. Call the show. Tell me what you think. 646-450-2012. The FDA approves a video game for treating kids with ADHD. That's weird. I thought video games were the cause of ADHD. Well, anyways, the U.S. Food and Drug Admin has, for the first time, approved a video game for treating attention deficit hyperactivity disorder in children. The FDA claimed on Monday that this game, built by Boston-based Akili Interactive Labs, can actually improve attention function in children with ADHD. The game is called Endeavor RX, and it requires a prescription. A video game that requires a prescription? You just say, you walk into a pharmacy with this prescription. Yeah, can I get the video game back there? It's designed for children ages 8 to 12 with certain symptoms of ADHD. It's the first time the FDA has cleared a digital therapy for improving ADHD symptoms, and the first time the FDA has ever authorized marketing of a game-based therapy for any condition, actually. Oh, it's the first video game that's been prescribed for any condition. Huh. They say they looked at data from multiple studies in more than 600 children. A video of the game shows a character traveling a race course in a hoverboard. Sensory and motor tasks are designed to help the player improve cognitive functioning. What is this special game? Can't you just play Sonic the Hedgehog and fix your ADHD? Here's a quote from somebody named Eddie who invented the game, I believe. We're proud to make history today with the FDA's decision. We're using technology to help treat a condition in an entirely new way as we directly target neurological function through medicine that feels like entertainment. Kids got it so good these days. Even their medicine is fun. Unbelievable. I'm all for this because I think the medicine that they actually give you when they prescribe you actual pills for ADHD is just terrible. And it's just really bad for your long-term health. You know, I'd rather live with the ADHD than the side effects of these, these lab-made medications, for sure, for sure. And if you got a video game that can actually fix it, all the better, right? The article has some data on the amount of people affected. Approximately 4 million children aged 6 to 11 in the U.S. are affected by ADHD, the symptoms of which include difficulty staying focused and paying attention and difficulty controlling behavior. You guys all know ADHD. Unless maybe you grow up, I mean, people overseas probably don't even really deal with this. I don't know. I think it might just be a U.S. thing. I don't know. Anybody in Europe encountering like an epidemic of ADHD among your younger generations? Or is it just us idiots over here? I found another article with a little more information about the game. Children steer an avatar through a course dotted with obstacles, collecting targets to earn rewards. Well, that sounds like a lot of other games that you can just download to your phone. What makes this one so special? It still doesn't say. I'm curious. They noted also that there's some negative effects were reported among the 600 children that were tested while playing this game. Some of the effects are frustration, headache, dizziness, emotional reaction, and aggression. The side effects of this video game are terrible. They're gonna create more ADHD. What's worse, the pills or the side effects of this video game when you don't beat the level? I don't know, man. But they said there's no serious adverse effects if you play the game. They said the children should interact with this game 30 minutes per day, 5 days a week over the course of a 1-month treatment cycle. 30 minutes a day, I don't, is that enough? I mean, kids are capable of playing video games for 5-6 hours a day. I mean, if this video game is helping, put them on a 6-hour a day course, right through it. As long as they don't get too frustrated, Wow, man, I never thought in my lifetime I'd ever see a video game prescribed by a doctor. So where were these doctors when I was a kid? Yeah, I want to be prescribed more Mortal Kombat, please. That sounds like I need a little bit of that. Then my mom can stop bitching at me to stop playing the damn thing. I'd be like, I'm sorry, this is doctor's orders, Mom. I got to play this shit 6 hours a day, okay? I'm trying to heal here. Finish him. You like podcasts? You're listening to my podcast. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'd like to make a podcast. Too difficult. No, not with Anchor. Anchor has free creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. They have advertising integration, so you can even make a little money off your podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your creation. Good luck with your life, man. Women in India are worshipping coronavirus. They're leaving offerings to the virus goddess. Fascinating. This coronavirus, it's being worshipped as a goddess in certain parts of India. As the media reports, believers are leaving offerings to this new coronavirus deity. Her name is Corona Mai, M-A-I. May? Corona Mai. Women in some villages in India's Uttar Pradesh have started worshipping Corona Mai. The women dig a pit in a field and they fill it with water. Then they offer 9 cloves and 9 ladoos, which is an Indian sweet. They offer this to their deity. Oh, they're not sacrificing any animals? Don't they know how this works? You must sacrifice a chicken and 4 goats, like the like the old Homeric warriors once did. The villages that are doing this include, well, like it's difficult to pronounce, but let me give it a go. Tumkareraj, Kasha, Hatta, Captain Ganj, and Kada Tessel in Kushanagar in Shinganar. I think I nailed it right there. Other women have since joined this activity, and they've begun praying to Corona Mai as well to spare everybody's lives. Indian media noted that large numbers of women at other locations also gathered last Friday to worship this new coronavirus deity. They left offerings as well. They sang songs to appease the goddess. Here's a quote from one of these worshippers named Naina. We have taken shelter under goddess coronavirus. She will be pacified with worship. The doctors have failed to treat patients. Scientists have also failed to develop a vaccine to cure this coronavirus. We have worshipped coronavirus goddess so that our family members will remain safe from her. Well, I don't know if your prayers are going to be answered, but she's right. She's right. The scientists are failing, and the doctors aren't. I mean, imagine being treated in India at an Indian hospital. I mean, that's not going to be a big win for you. So why not try prayer? I don't think it's going to work, but it probably feels good to pray. I'd imagine it makes you feel good, and if it makes you feel good, that does something. Here's somebody who doesn't like this. This is a teacher in a place called Kasha. The authorities must stop such activities which promote superstition. Everyone knows there's no cure for corona, and this kind of activity, stuff like this, just must be stopped, okay? It spreads confusion. The only one who's confused is you, dude. I mean, nobody cares, I'd imagine. These women, they go into a field, they put some cloves in some water, okay? Nobody's probably up in arms about this, all right? Nobody's looking at it going, oh, it's going to work. Okay, no one's like, ooh, this superstition really is going to take hold and do something. No, let the women do their thing, man. They're not harming anybody. They're not sacrificing your cow, all right? So shut up. And by the way, maybe there is a chance that something can happen. There is the power of prayer. There is evidence out there. You can find evidence of collective minds making things happen, creating change in the physical world. It's totally possible. I'm a weird guy. I've studied some shit, man. I've looked into Mary Baker Eddy, Eddy. Yeah. Now, I mean, that's, a religion, quote unquote, spawned from her ideas. And I think they went into some squirrely places because that's what happens when you get organized sometimes. But her initial, activity in her studies and whatnot, I mean, there's some credence to that, I think. So, I mean, who knows? I'm just saying, maybe there is a chance. We don't know everything about what prayer can possibly do, what collective gatherings of like-minded folks that make some concentration happen. We don't know. And so why not try anything? I mean, when you're desperate, who cares? Just try whatever, all right? Am I crazy? Yeah, I'm definitely crazy. Yay! If you like podcasts, check out Spotify. You can listen to all your favorite artists and podcasts in one place for free. You don't even need a premium account. Spotify has a huge selection of podcasts on every topic, including this one that you're listening to right now. And you can easily share what you're listening to with friends on Instagram as well. So download the Spotify app, search for your favorite podcast, and also make sure to follow Weird AF News and never miss an episode. Yes, download Spotify and make your life easier. Hold it now. Hit it. What's up, y'all? This is Jonesy, the host of Weird AF News. I want to give some love to a couple people who joined the Patreon, and that made me excited today. Veronica Alvera joined the Patreon. Oh, Veronica Alvera just joined the Patreon. I'm singing her praises. I've lost it. Yes, Veronica Alvera, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Please enjoy the extra content that lies within once you unlock the Patreon membership club. Also, I'd like to thank That was weird. I'd also like to thank Ashante Clay. Ashante also just joined the Patreon. And we love Ashante. She joined the Patreon because she's a super duper weirdo and she supports the show. She supports the show. Yes, she does. She supports the show on a whole new level. Thank you, Ashante Clay. I love you for joining the Patreon. It's worth joining the Patreon just to hear me sing your name in praises, praises for you. And of course, you can turn that into a ringtone on your phone, I'm sure. Then your friends will be like, what the hell is that, Ashante? Yes, Ashante, please, welcome to the Patreon. Welcome to the cult that we're building online. Please enjoy the extra content that lies therein when you unlock the delicious levels that are part of the I can't even do this, that are part of the Patreon subcategories. Join the club, in other words. You guys can join the Patreon as well and listen to bonus episodes and the like. Old prank calls I made to Florida back in the day. Yeah, you can download the Alligators Everywhere song and put that on your phone. That's a good ringtone. Or you can just sing it along. You can play it at a party and just wow your friends, you know. And then force them all to whip out their phones and subscribe to Weird AF News. Yeah, that's how you should do it. Alligators everywhere and nobody cares. You know the song. You know how it goes. It's going to be a hit, guys. It's going to be a hit. Oh, shit, yeah, it's going to be a hit, see? I'm going to play it on all the top 40 stations, you know? Top 40 stations, see? Yeah. Yeah, get the bonus episodes, guys. Patreon.com/WeirdAFNews. You know, it's just filled with weird. How could you not want that? I got a review, too. I got a new review that I want to sing from Michelle Blewett. Oh, the Blewett. Is it Blewett? Blowett. Oh, man, I hope I didn't say it incorrectly. She gave me 5 stars, though, Michelle. Michelle, I love you. Lighthearted fun, she wrote. Oh, no one's ever really described me as lighthearted fun. I like that. That's a compliment. I'm going to sing her review like a country song. My husband John and I always enjoy odd news stories, and I was thrilled when I discovered Weird AF News. Jonesy does a fabulous job of getting nutty bits of the stories out while throwing in plenty of his comical perspective. We get a lot of laughs, especially on Florida Fridays. You got to go when you're singing country. Fridays. And as I once lived there in Florida, these stories are super fun to listen to. We play the podcast every night before bed, so we always end the day with a good laugh. Keep it up, and we'll keep on listening. Ooh, they play me while they get into bed. Do you think they get it on to Weird AF News? Hey, don't have to tell me. That's TMI. You don't have to tell me that, Michelle. It's TMI. I want to thank you for that lovely, unbelievable, gracious, thoughtful, kind, encouraging review that she left me on June 8th. And I'm very, very late reading that review, so please forgive me. Like I said, there's a whole other Amazon Weird AF News podcast page that you can leave reviews on. There's like 2. I thought there was just the 1. There's some bad ones on this one too. Here's one that's really bad from someone named CJ. 1 star. She wrote, comedian ? I tried, but this guy's not funny. Name calling, mocking, and tearing things down is easy. But go figure, he can't even do this well. Horrible. Oh, CJ, it hurts me. The daggers that are now piercing my heart from your 1-star review. How will I make it through the day? How will I go on, CJ? I guess I do a bit of name calling in there. Yeah, I admit that. I do tear things down. Yeah, I sure do. Yeah, she's right. Am I horrible, though? Did you have to go all the way there? Jeez, CJ, come on now. Show a brother some love here. Wow, this is like the longest outro ever. I apologize, guys. But if you went to the end, you were totally rewarded by a shitty review and a review that was good, that was sung in a terrible country western accent / impression. Aren't you glad you stuck around, guys? Lastly, please rate the podcast. I'll sing your review on the show. Give me 5 stars. At least give me 3. Come on, give me 3. You don't got to be like CJ and give me 1. You also don't have to be like Michelle and give me 5. You can fall right smack dab in the middle if you feel so inclined to do so. I'd be happy with that. Yeah, send me what am I saying? Yeah, leave me a review and tell a friend. That's what I need you to do. Tell a friend. Just make a suggestion that they should listen to Weird AF News. That's how we spread the word. Guys, appreciate you all. Appreciate you so much.
All right, Jonesy, did I hear you right? There was a lady who was funding some Somali pirates with some alimony that she received in the form of payment of a rocket-propelled grenade. All right, man. I didn't know that was the game we were playing. I gotta talk to my ex-wife and see if I can pay my alimony with some Roman candles. All the king's horses and all the king's men had run their asses on through the KFC drive-through window again. Though they did not get served, the angry Florida man can't rhyme. Oh, damn it!